Boom. We're live late on a Saturday night, 10:15 p.m. I am currently, let me open my blinds here so I can. All right, there we go. Just keeping an eye on the weather that I'm currently in. I am in a lot of bad weather right now. So I am trying to turn the volume down on this. Trying to just keep an eye on it because we got informed by the hotel staff that if we get put under another tornado watch, that they want us all to come downstairs and go in a big conference room. So, yeah, I was bored and thought, you know what, it's 10:30, almost 10:30 at night. I'm just going to go live and have fun, see who comes in here this late at night. I don't expect many people to because I didn't schedule this. But I was bored. I had watched everything that I wanted to watch on YouTube and thought, you know what the hell, let's go live. Say hi to a couple of people real quick. Barry's in the house. That tornado guy. Yeah, there you go, Barry. The weather here is absolutely insane. We're getting like 50 to 60 mile an hour gusts of wind now. But where I'm located, the storm literally is like wrapping around it. So like right where I am, I'm in like the eye of the storm. And then it's going up the coast, like in New Jersey and stuff like that. So I think I'm pretty okay where I am. It's just, kind of cool to watch, I guess. Jerome Jones is in the house. What up, man? How are you? Plays on the freeways in the house. What's going on? What's going on? Trucking M with MC. What up, bro? Hey, dude, are you trucking? You want to come in here tonight? Should I just drop the link? You want to come in? Plays on the freeway says, hey, another live is Jackknife is live too. Oh, shoot. Jackknife's live too? Well, if you guys want to go over and watch Jackknife, by all means, go over and watch Jackknife. I didn't know he was live. I didn't get a notification that he was going live. That's weird. You guys experience that? Sometimes you get notifications, sometimes you don't. Yeah, I don't have a notification. I have a notification of some other people that I watch, but not him. Well, hopefully he's not mad. Maybe, well, I like Jackknife, so I'm not trying to step on his toes or anything like that. He's a much bigger channel than I am. Barry, does the LT have wings attached? Oh, I so wish, Barry. I could probably make it. I could probably get it sailing and make it home. Pigtail, 50 to 60 mile an hour gusts leaving Matt's back in Missouri. Holy cow. Well, be safe. Hopefully you're okay where you are. Let me get stopped and I will. All right, perfect. Trucking with MC. Yeah, I'll put out the link when you stop. Jackknife is like, yeah, I didn't know. If you guys are going between two channels, tell him I'm sorry. I didn't know he was live. Like I said, I didn't get a notification, and I have no problem if you guys want to go over and watch Jackknife. I think he's still at Matt's. He might have some cool content. Wouldn't be on long having a morning delivery in. Oh, okay. Hey, I've been there. What DC is there? I've delivered over there before. But yeah, I didn't know. Like I said, I didn't know Jackknife was live. And honestly, like I still want to be live because I'm bored. I'm just sitting in a hotel room. If I was in the truck or something, I would end it and go watch him. But I got nothing better to do, so I'm going to sit here and hang out. Yeah, that's right, Barry. Make that money. But yeah, I don't know. I had a good day today. I ended up going and having lunch with a customer that I work with out here. He called me around noon and asked me if I wanted to go out to lunch with him, and he came and picked me up. We went out and had a bite to eat, kind of talked business a little bit, and yeah, it was a good time to get out of the hotel again. Holy cow. So I'm in the front part of the hotel that faces the freeway, and I have the flagpole right out my window, and the American flag already ripped off the flagpole and went flying somewhere. And now the Holiday Inn Express flag is hanging on by like one hole, if that makes sense. Holy crap, I should go out there again. Plays on the freeway. I'll stay here. Okay, well, thanks. And like I said, I'm not trying to do anything. I'm behind. What's the status on the leaf spring? Well, Pigtail, they replaced the driver's side. They did the tires. They did an alignment and then took it out for a test drive. And the truck kept pulling really hard to the right and kind of nosediving. So they brought it back in the shop and realized that the passenger side leaf spring in the back, like towards the back bushing, is bent up like this. So they had to order another leaf spring that won't be in until Monday. So yeah, that's where I am with that. Schneider Foods is where I'm delivering. Oh, okay. Did I say that right? Schneider Foods. I guess I haven't delivered there, but I know right where you are in PA. Yeah, so I had a good lunch with the customer, great community. Like, I enjoy talking to people, and especially when I'm sitting in a hotel room for however many days it's been now. It's nice to get out and interact with people. Pigtail, it ain't a big deal, man. Like, it's just, it is what it is. I'm beyond like the frustration, the anger. The only thing that I wish was a little bit better was communication. And that's because I communicate things very well with like customers and DIY semi. I believe in communication, and the shop is just really lacking in communication. Not not to the level that I want. I want them to keep me updated on what's going on, and they wait until the last minute to update me on what's going on. So then I'm just left with, no real decision to make because there's nothing I can do. The places out like where I am is like such a desolate area that trying to get parts down here is freaking horrendous. Beast of Logan said, I'm starting to think that you've been kidnapped. Are you being held in that room? Does that work? I kind of feel the same way, Beast of Logan. What are you doing, man? You want to come in here? We can just kind of chop it up tonight, guys. Like I said, I was bored. I'm interacting with people. Or I want to interact with people instead of just having the TV on. Because you can only watch so much severe weather updates on your TV before you just turn it off. It's off, right? Yeah, it's off. Barry says, will you have a fresh front suspension? Both leaf springs will be basically the same rate now. Yes, I will have brand new leaf springs, new bushings, and new U-joints. Saying hi. Cash is King Trucking stopped by. What does F8 mean? Does that mean makes sense? 8 has 2 holes to. Oh, that's funny, Cash. That's funny. That's funny. Full of jokes. I'm glad you woke up to come and ridicule me. I was just saying blink twice. Yeah, right. The Stephen King movie, Children of the Corn, but in real life. Yeah, I guess you could kind of say I'm being held by like, not, what can I say? See, I'm not witty. The shop is kind of holding me hostage, I guess. Did you crash to get out of work? You know what? If I was a company guy, I could say I crashed to get out of work. The fact that I'm footing the bill for all this, absolutely not. I got this happened because of why did I grab that? That's my coffee cup. I'm not going to drink coffee at this time of night. But yeah, I have to foot the bill for this, Cash. So no, I did not do this on purpose or to get out of work. I wish I was working. Yeah, like I said, just today, good lunch, met with the customer. Now I'm dealing with like extreme weather conditions. And I love storms. Storms are something that, that like I remember in school, we had meteorology class and stuff like that where we learned about clouds and storms and wind patterns and jet streams. And I absolutely loved that class. And literally we were in the eye of the storm. Like it rained a little bit, then we got put underneath a tornado watch, and everything went calm. But all around, like if you walked outside and looked as far down as you could have, like you could tell it was pouring rain and thundering and lightning. And where we are, it's light. It was pretty cool. Check out that video that I dropped. That's pretty cool. Pigtail says Mountain Dew has more caffeine than coffee. Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. And doesn't coffee like keep you hydrated because it's made out of water? I think I read that once. Like soda obviously dehydrates the hell out of you. It is not good for you at all. Coffee's not the greatest for you either, but I think it doesn't dehydrate you the way soda does. Okay, Barry. So you're that curb smacking guy. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Just pile on. You know what? Pile it on, Barry. Cash is king. Everybody that makes fun of me, tonight's your night to ridicule the hell out of me, I guess. I'm thinking maybe it was a blessing that it happened at a low speed without a load. Who knows if it was ready to fail prior to the curb stomping. Paul, that is a great, yeah, who knows? Maybe it was already at the point where it was going to fail, and definitely much better bobtailing without a load on or even a trailer, especially the way I reacted. Could have been a whole hell of a lot worse. Mountain Dew and coffee, similar amounts of caffeine. Okay. And I believe you because all you do is drink caffeine live on YouTube and take funny pills and use butt creams and all kinds of stuff. How's that going, by the way? How's promotion sales going? Mountain Dew does have between 54 and 72 milligrams of caffeine per 12 ounces or 355 milliliters. A can. Traditional cola drinks generally range from 40 to 50 milligram, 12 fluid, or is that fluid ounces? 12 fluid ounces. Okay. It's a lot of caffeine, man. Caffeine is going to dehydrate you no matter how you ingest it. Yeah. I'll ingest. No, I should be quiet. Yeah, I can come in if you. All right. Yes. Let's just drop this link. How do I do this now? I don't get why my damn tablet or my Chromebook won't allow me to. Oh, shoot. How do I do this now? You know what? I can email it to myself. Gmail. Let me send this to myself, and then I can copy it. For some reason, it's not letting me copy it and post it in the chat here. So there we go. Let's see if this works. Go back to this. Jason, what's up, man? Hey, I saw your comment and I checked my page, and you're right. I don't have my email up there. So if you got a pen right now, here, I'll write it. I don't know how long it will stay on here. And there isn't many people in here, so if 18 people get my email, that's all right. Okay, let me check my email. That's the wrong email. There we go. Copy this link. Copy. I suppose I should go to my deal here. Oh, I don't know what I just did. All right, there we go. I put the link in the chat. Gary Bates is in the house. Got a home shower. That's got to feel nice, Gary. That's got to feel good. Well, I'm glad you made it home. Send it to yourself. Then you can join your own live stream as a guest. That's high tech. Yes, it is, Barry. That's what I did. That's exactly what I did. Let's get crazy and mix Red Bull with Mountain Dew. When you know what I did? So Cassius King told me this once. I mixed a 5-hour energy shot in a Mountain Dew. And I'll tell you what, man, that was, I might as well have been doing, I've never done like hardcore drugs, but I might as well have done a drug because I was absolutely amped for about 2 hours. And then I crashed. Hard. Trucking with T-Bone's in the house. What's going on, brother? How are you doing? I did drop that link if Beast of Logan wants to stop in, and then Trucking with MC, if you want to come in, go ahead. Straighten up. T-Bone has arrived. Yeah, there you go. Do I need to look all punctual, T-Bone? I only have 3 different sweatshirts. They're clean. I had my laundry done and then had to go search to find it. That's what I wish I could do. I wish I could get to my truck and get some stuff out of my truck. That's what I really wish I could do. Maybe the customer could have brought me to my truck today. I didn't think of asking him. Maybe I should have. All right, there we go. All right, sorry about that. But yeah, so like I wish I had more clothes. I wish, or like at least different clothing to choose from, because I have the same 3 pairs of pants, the same 3 sweatshirts, and like 4 t-shirts to choose from. No need. Okay. Trucking with T-Bone says no need to straighten up on my account. Well, good. My back's kind of sore. I'm lazy. I ate some Papa John's pizza a little while ago. I'll give you mine. Okay. Here, let me write it on. I don't even know what this is anymore. Or actually, here's what I'll do. I'll take a photo of it. How's that for technology? Just take a photo of it and then I can. Boom. There we go. Now I have it. And you should have mine because it's in the chat. Unless they took it down. But yeah, we should get together and go fishing sometime, Jason. I doubt it'll ever happen, but it'll be cool to like try and plan maybe. You know what I mean? The way that things are. I forgot to take my medication for today. Does anybody else have like acid reflux? I take omeprazole every day. Part of it's because I drink soda and I chew tobacco. And I know that plays a huge role in it because when I actually quit drinking soda for a while and quit chewing I was on a roll there for a while. It was like 3 or 4 months. I didn't have reflux, but the minute I started drinking soda again and chewing again, I got it. So Adam I's in the house saying good evening to the chat. Trucking with MC is 5 miles. Okay, you're 5 miles out. Well, don't rush. Get to where you're going. Go use the bathroom and then join the live, man. I would love to talk to you. Let me ask you guys this real quick. It's kind of a small crowd tonight. Saturday night. I'm not a big YouTuber. It's 10:30 at night. I think I'm going to start not like Asian Mai, right? Like I'm not copying him. I'm not copying Alex. But I want to take the direction of the channel into like talking to other truckers and hearing their wisdom, their knowledge, but also their struggles, and like what type of trucking are they doing, because there's so many different forms of trucking. Are they a company? Do they own a business? Do they own one truck or 5 trucks? You know, do they work for a mega carrier, or do they work for a small carrier like me? I'm thinking about, I just learned how to do that. Thinking about steering my channel that way a little bit too, where maybe once a week or once every couple of weeks I do an interview with somebody, whether it's a live show, which maybe then it could be like a Q&A type of thing, where you guys could partake in it, or I do like a StreamYard recorded video and put it up. Is that something you guys would like, guys and girls? Because I think that's what I want to start doing. I'm still going to do the vlogs and all that because I enjoy doing that. And it actually, like, my family watches it so they can kind of see where I'm hot now. They can see where I'm at and what I'm doing. But what's your thoughts? Do you think that would be a good idea? If 7C's Transport was in here, he'd be making fun of me, because this is one of the shirts that I spent a lot of money on a long time ago. It's an old shirt. Have a doctor prescribe how do you say that? Pronox. Heartburn will be a thing of the past, and it's available in generic form. Okay, that's a good idea. I'll look at that. Like I said, I take one little omeprazole every day, and it seems to do the trick. And I can usually get away with maybe not taking it for a couple of days. DJ ADD's in the house. Wild Game is on 1-1 after the first. I watched the Wild Game the other night out here in Maryland. They were playing Colorado, I believe, and they beat them. Was it 4-1, 3-1? Wild are having a good season. I'm really DJ ADD like this. I really watched a lot of college hockey this year, and I'm so excited that the Gophers made it back to the Frozen Four. And I think it's cool we're playing Boston University. You know, I know that you're a big hockey fan. I'm a big hockey fan. And if you think back to the era when, like, Boston University and the Gophers used to play each other in national championships, and like they had like a bench clearing brawl in like 78. Before the game, I think the game had only been going like 30 seconds. Herb Brooks was the coach of the Gophers back then. And then funny, a couple of years later, half the Olympic team that won the gold medal was players from Minnesota and Boston. And he got them to play together, and they hated each other. So yeah, thanks for the update. If they score, like if I'm still live and the Wild or whoever they're playing tonight scores, keep me updated. Jason says, what's going on with the truck? So the truck's been in the shop for, I don't even remember how many days now, since last Saturday. So that's what, 8 days? Truck's been in the shop 8 days. It has two bad leaf springs. The first leaf spring I broke in half because I hit a curb. The second leaf spring they found out was damaged too, but they didn't know it at the time, so they had to order the part. Your interview idea sounds appealing as long as they aren't conducted in the Love's restroom. Yes, no, they will not be. Didn't know that history. Oh, you didn't, huh? Yeah, the Gophers and BU have a big history, and it's actually like a violent history. I think they've met each other. I think they've played each other like what is it, 24 times, and it's 12-12. Gophers have won 12 times. BU has won 12 times. It's going to be a great game. Um, Great game. Is that Bemidji State Beavers hockey fan? Really? That, if I'm thinking of the right school, that's Bemidji State in Minnesota. That's pretty cool that you're one of their fans. How did you become a Bemidji State fan, Pigtail? That is a very what's the word I'm looking for? I mean, they're a big school now. They weren't Division I for a long time, and then they came into, was it the WCHA or did they play in the CCHA or whatever that is? But they're a pretty big school now. Oh, bro, I miss you, man. I happen to know DJ ADD, and I miss you, man. That's crazy that you're a Bemidji State fan. That, like I said, that's almost like you need to live in the region to even know about that school. I mean, it's kind of like being, the Alaska. What are they? The Sea Dogs? No, they're not the Sea Dogs. How come I cannot remember what Alaska's team is? It's almost like being one of their fans. Like, you need to be in the region to be a fan of them. Yes, Paul Bunyan and Oxholm. Yes. Wow. Are you from? Do you mind sharing? Are you kind of from the same region I am, Pigtail? Because a lot of people wouldn't know that Brainerd Lakes area and Bemidji. I finally made it. It's been slaying on video games. Slaying. Oh my God, I'm illiterate as shit. Slaying on video games with the kids. Well, good for you, man. I did try calling you earlier, just so you know. Yes, they do practice there. They also practice up in it's over by Virginia. It's not by Waback, but I know they practice over there too. The curling team's pretty good. Pretty damn good. Sorry, Pioneer Spirit. Once again, so DJ ADD, if you're still in here, every time I see this dude's name, I think of Hill Murray Pioneers. Every time I see his name. What the hell we got going on there? Whoever that is, you got to take that off. You're not coming in. All right, good. I'm glad people can't just like walk in here. That would have been trouble. What was just on my screen? I didn't realize you are broke down within 40 miles of my house in Delaware. Did you try Blue Hen Spring in Medford, Delaware for your parts? I did, the animal. That's that spring shop, right? I called them twice, and they didn't have the parts. But yeah, I'm very close to you. Headwaters of the Mississippi River. Yes, Lake Itasca. You're getting a Minnesota education right now. Lake Itasca is the starting of the Mississippi River. And the family and I went there. We go to a cabin on Lake Winnebagosh every year, or not every year, but occasionally we go up there as a family, and that's not far from Lake Itasca. And we went there, and like, that was my first time there a couple of years ago. And like, the Mississippi River is literally like a little stream that is like, a foot deep. Yeah. I don't want to share my area code. But it was me. I didn't leave a message when I called, because you don't, how do I say this? You don't have like your voice for a voicemail, correct? Plays on the Freeway says, I spent a week in St. Cloud one day. Is that one of those jokes? I spent a week in St. Cloud one day. Are you pulling a come on with it joke there? St. Cloud's a good area, man. I used to go up to St. Cloud every year for hockey camps. I actually like St. Cloud. St. Cloud State University, the Huskies. Out of my hot tub trucker interviews. Yeah, they won't be conducted in the hot tub. I can tell you that. They're not going to be done in the hot tub. Hey, Fate, hopefully it's all working out for you this weekend. Yeah, wheel burner, it is what it is, man. This is where I am. How do I get on with you? You have to click the link that I believe I posted in the top, unless that was you that I kicked out. I posted a link in the top of the chat that you have to click and get in that way. But maybe that was you that I kicked out. Wheel burner said he'll call you tomorrow, Pioneer Spirit. Boy, yeah, Jason, wasn't that wild? I actually, it was late at night, man, and all of a sudden I got an alert. That's how come when you guys were telling me Jackknife was live, I didn't know he was live because I didn't get a notification, but I did last night, and holy crap, man, he had a trailer blow into his truck, a little travel trailer blow into his truck. As far as I know, he made it out there okay, and everything's fine. I know he's live right now, so if you want to go check him out, go ahead. And you can ask him how he's doing. Okay. Yeah, that was me that called. It should have shown up with a Minnesota area code. People saying hi to each other. I got snow in the back in 1975 and spent about a week there. I got snowed in back in 1975 and spent about a week there. Really? That's crazy. That's crazy. I'll make you feel uncomfortable. It's on top. Are you talking about the link? Trying to keep up with these comments tonight. How's it going, Fate? At home for the weekend. Got to go to St. Louis Monday. I'm loving the tankers. Well, good, man. You've had some good luck starting out. I remember when you were talking about that job and getting that job. So I'm happy that it's working out for you. You're kind of like, if you don't know, earlier I was talking about I want to interview people and just their experience, not long, like maybe half-hour long interviews, because I think you would be somebody cool to talk to. Very new to trucking, got a very good job. I think that stuff's cool. I got two different ones from Minnesota, though. Haha, yeah, well, one was me. One was me. It was right around the time that we were emailing each other, maybe an hour or so after that. But yeah, still freaking crazy out there. I can't believe that they didn't take down the flag. That's one thing. Like if I worked at the front desk here at the hotel, even their Holiday Inn flag, like go take that down. You know what I mean? They had the American flag just rip off the pole here. Oh. All right, we got somebody that wants to join. You're not driving or anything, right? Nope. I see your face now. I'll bring you in. Yo, how are you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Beast of Logan? Beast of Logan. Check 1, 2. Mic check. Can you hear me, sir? All right. Check your internet connection. Come back in, brother. Come back in. All right. Trucking. Oh, there he is again. Hello. Hello.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? I can hear you now. Yep.
No. I can. Okay,
A
good.
There's definitely a little bit of a delay. There is a delay.
Yeah, little bit.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm good. You?
Living the dream, my friend. Living the dream. So tell everybody. I'm
How's
sure
the Pro
everybody already
Star? Well,
knows.
excuse me. How's the LH life? Or I was going to say Pro Star, but it's LH life.
LT. Get it right.
Other than a broken spring.
Yeah, I'm liking it.
LT, RH, LM.
Yeah. 625 or whatever it is, 255, whatever it is.
Right.
I got another guest that I want to bring in here too. So hold on one second.
Okay.
There he is. What up, man?
What's up?
Can you hear both of us?
Yeah. Barely. Hang on, let me.
Yeah.
Okay, what about now?
I can hear. Oh, the only thing I don't like about that beast is it's got a Peterbilt symbol on the front of it. You pay big money for Peterbilt. All right.
Yeah.
Can you hear me trucking with MC?
What up?
I hear you a little bit. I'm trying to figure out what's going
Trucking
on.
with MC.
This is.
What up, trucking MC?
Cool.
How you doing? I can barely hear you. I don't know why.
So if you're on StreamYard, you have to go into the StreamYard settings and turn it onto your headset and off of speakerphone. This is going downhill quick.
Turn his camera sideways too.
Here, let me out and then bring me back in because it was working good like the first 5 seconds.
Okay.
And then I turned this headset
You're good
off.
now.
Okay.
He was good.
He was good. You've gotten a little bit better now. I don't think the leg's quite as bad.
How's that?
Yeah, that's it. Is that your truck on the cover?
Yes, sir.
No. Is it really?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Really? So tell us about that experience. How'd that happen?
Last October at a show at the California Truck Show in Ontario, the lady that runs the magazine publishing company, she has like 3 of them, hit me up. And at the time I didn't have my truck there. We had the twin there, the one that Mark has. We call it a White Wolf. So mine was in the shop for a couple months, broken down. And then she hit me up, asked me if I wanted, when I get my truck back, if I want to be in the magazine. I'm like, hell yeah. I'm like, it's nothing special. She goes, it's not about being special. It's not a truck. I like putting cool looking trucks on the cover and doing a little story on actual truckers. I don't really care if you spent $500,000. This isn't 10-4 magazine and overdrive and all that, so, or large cars. So no, don't worry about it. It's just a common man with the common truck doing this thing. And we'd like to hear a little story about you. And so they did a 2-page op-ed on it. It was pretty cool. It was awesome, actually. And then we didn't get to meet up until February, like a week before this went into print for the March issue. It's pretty cool.
Okay. Yeah, that is pretty cool, man. So did they talk to you about like what you do, what you haul, how long you've been in trucking or anything like that? Well, I mean, was it an interview? Uh-oh. I think he froze up. If you can still hear me, Beast. Oh, there you go.
Hang on. You're kind of cutting in.
Here's what I'm going to do, Beast of Logan. I'm going to talk to MC, trucking with MC for a little bit. Oh, you're back. Are you back?
Again, There, ask again. I couldn't hear you.
So was it like a full interview? Did they ask you like what type of freight you haul or what you haul with that stuff with your truck?
Yes and no. I mean, they basically wanted to know how we got into the plastic truck mafia, and how long I'd been driving since '96. By the way, started with Swift, so forth and so on. And then the whole Gardner story, Gardner trucking story, when I started out here, and how we really got into dropping these lowered plastic trucks with the cast aluminum Centuries, the old ad, a couple Peterbilts, and taking them to shows, and kind of setting a trend for weed burner trucks that were aerodynamic, not long hoods.
So let me ask you this, because you just mentioned it again, the plastic truck mafia. Now, is that actually like a club that you guys have out there? Is it really?
No, it's someone on Facebook started it a couple years ago. They hit me up and wanted me. They saw my truck somewhere. I don't know, at the show. And they asked me if I wanted to be an admin on the page on Facebook. I'm like, yeah, sure. And I liked the name so well that I was like, it's stuff that, they're onto something with the plastic truck mafia instead of an aerodynamic or whatever you want to call it. Because a lot of people were calling those things plastic throwaway trucks, and that's really where I think they coined the term for plastic truck mafia. Kind of like kind of like your large car mafia and all that.
I think that's brilliant. I really do. I think that can be like a marketing thing. Like that's a brilliant like name. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why
I was gonna change. The whole Beast of Logan thing. I was gonna change it to Plastic Truck Mafia to maybe get more hits, more subscribers. But when I started my channel back last year about how many followers can I get? Can I monetize? I mean, don't get me wrong, that's cool now, and I'm glad I'm at over 2,000 people. But it's not about look at me, look at my truck, I wasn't even gonna talk on the damn camera. I wasn't like Nick where Velox, where like, ooh, I gotta walk around, or Justin, and walk around in the store with a camera looking like I'm, some sort of, this real life TV kind of commercialized thing. Cool looking trucks that weren't large car and had a certain meaning to that effect. But then as it started becoming a, oh, you should talk, you're pretty funny, you're whatever, you keep it legit, you keep it real, and that's all I want to do. I just want to keep this whole thing real, because I'm not out here to advertise false claims or what we're all making or blah, 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 blah. It's the industry. We're all in the same boat. We're all trying to paddle and survive. And it doesn't matter what you're driving, or if you got a $3,000 a month payment, or if you don't have a payment, or if you can afford to stay home or do what you need to do. But it's about survival of the fittest now. And it's a time when we ask social media just to say we got each other. It's not about, oh, look at me flaunting my. It's not about that for me.
Shoot, you froze up again. Here's what I'm going to do, Beast of Logan. I'm going to talk to Trucking MC for a little bit. Let's see if the internet can get a little bit better, because you keep, like, I think what you just said was very wise, but it was really broken up. Meaning I could hear some of it and then lost you. Heard some of it and then lost you.
Okay.
So if you're still up in a little bit, why don't you try and come back in? Is that okay? All right. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
man.
I'll try it on my phone next time. Maybe that'll help out better.
All right, brother.
No,
we'll holler.
No worries. No worries.
All right, later, man. Man, bummer. I didn't want that to happen. All right, sorry. Trucking with MC, can you hear me?
I hear you.
All right, you hear me loud and clear.
I hear you loud and clear.
Perfect. What are you sitting in tonight?
What am I sitting in?
Yeah.
My truck.
Yeah, tell us about it. What are you rolling?
2022 Kenworth T680.
Okay. And hold on, sorry, I'm doing some other other crap on here real quick. So tell us a little bit about yourself. You do have a channel. Why don't you kind of share a little bit about yourself? And I am going to put a link to your channel in the comments below. So yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, there ain't really a whole lot to say, but I started trucking in 2019. Tried to better my life, better my situation, and I came a long ways. I started out with one company. I gave them a year, and I left there, and I came to where I'm at now. I've been here for well, since 2020, since what, August, I think it
Okay.
was, of 2020, and I kept watching Cash is King and DIY, and then learned about you and some others, and I said, you know what, I believe I'm going to try it. So I tried it out, and got a few subscribers going so far.
Yeah, but and you know what? You're staying up with the content. And that's just what you have to do. Like that's the hardest part about YouTube is continuing
Right.
to keep up with that content when you work so hard and then you're like, "Oh man, only 20 people watch this." Like, son of a, you know, but
Yeah.
if it's what you want to do and you enjoy it,
Yeah.
you just got to keep doing it. And the way
Right.
you're doing it organically, that's the way to build a channel because the people that subscribe to you watch you and they'll interact with you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And when you build a channel organically like that, that's when you get to have cool conversations at 11 o'clock at night on a Saturday night. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah. I didn't see this coming, but hey,
Yeah,
here we are.
yeah, I was bored. And you know what?
I,
I wish Beast of Logan, I wish I could have heard him a little clearer. But maybe this is like the first, you know, the first thing I'm thinking about doing, maybe interviewing people because I've talked to you and
yeah.
I think you have information that definitely can help people because I mean, do you mind if I share just a little bit of stuff I know?
Throw it
Like
out there.
you're a lease purchase guy,
Yeah.
but you're actually in a very good, at least what you explained to me, you're in a very good lease purchase deal. You know what I mean? You're not doing one of these lease purchases that, you know, the last couple of months and before you get your truck paid off, they let you go. Like you're with a
No.
solid company, which
Yeah.
don't talk about the company name, but tell us what
Uh,
you do. Like you bought that truck. How was that experience? How was it leasing, like doing a lease purchase with the company you're with?
oh, it's not bought out yet.
No,
I'm still.
the process of doing it. Like you said you were working with another company before and now you're with this other company.
Yeah.
So this company you're with now, did they have company drivers or do they only do owner operators or lease purchase?
No, they have company. They have company drivers. I was a company driver with them for a year before I got into this lease purchase deal. And to be honest with you, I wished I would have started it sooner because I would be 6 months away, 5 months away from being able to buy the truck out. I mean, the way that they do it right. They don't really advertise for it or nothing, but I mean, it's right, you know. And when you sit down to fill out the paperwork, they tell you A, B, C cost, you know, this, that, and the other. That's exactly what it is. There's no hidden fees or, you know, how companies nickel and dime you to death. They don't do that here. You know,
Yeah.
everything that they told me is spot on.
And how long? So like, how did you, once again, don't share the company name, but like, how did you find the company? Did you do your own research and find them or did you know
Yeah,
somebody that worked there?
I did all my own research on them.
Okay.
I researched this company. So the first company I was with, I call them Transcam. Everybody knows Trans Am. So after the first 6 months of being a company driver there, I started doing research on other companies for for 6 months, I studied on this company here, and I said, I guess that's where I'm going to go. So that's where I went, and I'm still here.
And I don't mean to like be, this might come across a little preachy, and I don't mean it to be, but I should have said this statement before I asked you that last question, because you made a comment that you wish you would have started it earlier because you would only have like 5 months or whatever left to pay the truck off.
Yeah.
The only thing I would say to that is a lot of us, like, I think taking time, like you were a company guy there for a while, you saw how the company operated. Like, I think that's a wise approach.
Right.
I don't think I've made it a secret. I was a company guy for 22 years before I became an owner operator. So when I see people my age or younger than me get into it, there was a moment where I was like, son of a B word, I waited too long. Like, I should have done this 20 years ago. I don't think about that anymore. Kind of like if I book a load, that's the load I booked. I don't worry about what I might be missing or anything like that. So like, I think when you bought the truck or did the lease purchase, it was the right time to do it versus like be in that mind frame for instead of thinking I should have done it 6 months ago, because who knows where you would have been at that point. So a little bit about company. Are you hauling dry van, reefer, flatbed? What are you doing?
Reefer.
What do you think about the reefer game?
That's what I've been doing since I started driving, and like I've said before, I believe that there's a type of freight for everybody, and reefer just seemed to be it for me, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
I like the 2 a.m., 3 a.m. appointments. I like being on the road at night. You don't have as many idiots on the road to deal with, So
I agree.
It just works for me.
I agree. I would say that's probably the biggest thing to adjust is like your sleep patterns when you haul reefer freight. If you're coming from a dry van or flatbed, it is an absolute shock because we have very early appointments or very late appointments. There's nothing in the daytime really. You know what I mean?
That's right.
So are you hauling in this market right now? Is your company big enough to have contracted freight, or are you all spot market?
No, I do both. So like the load that I'm on right now is contracted freight, and it's one of the better paying loads. If it comes from the spot market, I can tell. I can tell. So like this load here, if I add now the way I do it is I add the line haul plus the fuel surcharge. Okay. But I'll leave the fuel surcharge out. The line haul alone pays me $2.53 a mile. Now, is that great? No, but is there people trying to get $2.53 a mile right now? Yeah. It could be better, but it could definitely be worse.
Hey man, I'll tell you what, $2.53 a mile.
Yeah.
Is good money.
And that's without my fuel surcharge too. So
yeah, like if you can average that, like I know we're used to bigger, gaudier numbers, especially if you got into this industry, a couple of years ago. 254 plus a fuel surcharge might not seem like a lot to you. That is because your fuel surcharge. Well, don't divulge that right now, I guess, or if you want to, you can. But let's say the national fuel surcharge is 50 cents. Well, now you're over $3 a mile. That's that's really, really good. Sorry, come on with it. Left a great comment. And I don't think he should quit his comedy career, but he said, I'm quitting my comedy career, gonna switch to a javelin catcher for the Olympics 2024, baby.
Right.
That dude's hilarious.
He come on with it, man. He's got them, ain't he?
He does.
He's always firing them off.
He really does. So do you live in a market how do I say this? Do you live in a decent freight market, or it's probably the wrong question to ask. Is the company you work for when you were looking for a company to go to, did they have a terminal in the area you live in? Are they kind of near your home? Like, do you feel like you're in a good freight market where your company is and what you want to do, which is haul reefer freight? Do you have a lot of deadhead?
So when I go home, I do have to deadhead from, say, Union City, Georgia, basically Atlanta, up to Tennessee, where the 81-40 split is.
Okay.
And then I deadhead right back down to Dalton, which is like 50, 60, somewhere between 50 and 80 miles less than going up home. So, I mean, it would be nicer. It would be nice to have a terminal closer to the house, but I mean, it is what it is.
Okay, I know you shared this earlier, but I forgot. How many years have you been trucking? How long have
I,
you?
I'm still a rookie. I started in 2019.
Okay, so that's what? You've been
19,
trucking 4 years?
20, 21, 22, 23, going on 4, yeah.
Going
Because
on 4 years.
I've been here almost 3, and I gave Transcam right at 11 and a half months before I
Okay.
left there.
And put yourself where you are now.
Yeah.
Now we hear a lot of stories. Yeah, I want to be careful about this because I've changed my thinking on this. I would never work for your mega carriers. I never would. When I say mega carriers, I'm talking Swift, Prime, things like that.
Right.
But I also am in a different position. Like, I wouldn't need somebody to give me a truck with no down payments and things like that, right? But
Right.
I know some people, that's how they live their dream. But like the question I have is, what stopped you from going that direction and going to where you went, where you feel like you're treated well, no hidden fees, and you put in a year there as a company guy? Like, what was that deciding factor?
What, the first company?
No, like, yeah, like, so you left Trans Am. You could have
Yeah.
gone to Prime. You could have gone to, a Hirschbach or something like that. But I think the position you're in is much better than you going to Prime or Hirschbach. Did that
Right.
did that weigh into your decision, like when you were looking for companies to go work for?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go to a mega carrier where I was just a number. No matter who I call here, like, they know my number when it pops up. They know who I am, and that they know me by name, not by truck number. That means a lot. I mean, they're
Right.
not a huge carrier, but they're not real
Yeah.
small either, medium.
Medium, which I think is
Yeah.
important. Like, there's a lot of good companies like that out there that
Yeah.
that for some reason don't get the notoriety that I think they deserve. So going back to what you do, hauling reefer freight, do you own the I mean, is it like drop and hook trailers, or is it all basically live unloads?
It's a mix. Some weeks I might do more live load, live unload. Some weeks I may do more drop and hook. Like, there could be 3, 4 drop and hook loads, back to back, and they're drop and hook on both ends. It's a mix. I never have the same trailer more than a week,
Okay.
and
Okay.
it's rare that I have the same trailer for a week too. So that rarely happens.
So I remembered my question because I lost my train of thought because I went on a little bit of a tangent. We hear a lot of like mega carrier people and I'm, how do I say this? Like people that might not know much about trucking and they get into being a lease purchase person and they're literally married to the truck. I mean,
Yeah.
they need to work 48 weeks out of the year, right? Do you feel that way with where you're leased on, or do you, like you said, you feel like there's no hidden fees? You know what your costs are. So do you
Yeah.
have a life outside of the truck
Oh
as a
yeah.
lease purchase driver?
Yeah.
Or
Most
owner
definitely. I go home anytime I want to, and if I want to stay home for a week, I can. But say if I was at Trans Am and I went home for a week, it would take me a month to dig myself out of the hole. If I go and I've been in the hole here one time, and that's because I stayed home for a solid 7 days and I left on the 8th day.
Yep.
So I got out, I ran that next week, and I broke even, right? I didn't make anything, but I wouldn't, if I got caught up. The very next week, I was right back on track,
No, I think
So,
that's cool. I think that I mean, based on what you've shared, it seems like your fixed costs are reasonable enough to be able to have a life outside of the truck.
yeah,
And, from my perspective, I did things, I purchased my truck through DIY. I purchased, you could call it a lease purchase. You know what I mean? My first truck, the Mac, that's how I got it, was through him. And it was kind of the same deal where like my costs are low enough that if I want to take a week off or 2 weeks off, I can regroup that instead of being, freaking $6,000 in the hole, which does happen sometimes,
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Unfortunately,
that does happen. But so you said you used to watch, or you still do. I see you in their live chats all the time, DIY and Cash is King. It's funny how you said there were some of your influences in becoming an owner operator.
they were my influence well, Cash is King. I run across Cash is King first,
Yeah, so did
before
I.
I started trucking, but I didn't watch or listen to YouTube like I do now. So listening to Cash and a few others, um, is what got me interested in trucking. And where I was at that time in my life, I was like, man, if I could do this, I would I would really get somewhere. I thought I was really doing something. I couldn't get a darn 99-cent cheeseburger from McDonald's financed. You know what I mean? They would sue me for asking, probably. That's how bad it was. And well, was listening to them, and got in it, and just went head first, man. And here I am. This lease purchase that I'm doing right now, I've been in it going on 2 years, and I've made more money this 2 years than I ever have. And I bought a house. Uh, we've got a car, and I mean, just a lot more things in my life now than I've ever had.
Well, congratulations. Like
Thank you.
that's so cool to hear, because I mean trucking is a career that sometimes it's our only option, right? Like sometimes people to make a good solid living, right? Whether you're a company guy or an owner operator.
Yeah.
Where there, I think back to why I became a truck driver, and it was because I wasn't disciplined in life. I threw away opportunities because I was a dumb 19, 20-year-old kid failing out of college, doing stupid crap. And my dad got me a job at his company that I think he thought was going to scare me. And it ended up being something that I loved. And fast forward 25 years, here I sit in hotel rooms because I busted my truck. But no,
Yeah.
I'm proud of you. And I mean, I don't even know you, but like hearing that story is intriguing and also enlightening. Like, because you can tell people, I've been at the bottom, man. I'm not going to pretend I haven't. I've been at the bottom. I have struggled for years in my life, and I would say probably about 12 to 15 years ago, things changed in my life. I became disciplined financially, my responsibilities. And when I look at my life today, I know I would not be where I am without trucking. And that just sounds ridiculous, but it's the truth.
I feel you 100%. I'm right there with you. So to sum your question up, though, Cash, yeah, he's what influenced me to make the change and actually try to make something of myself, because
don't give Cash too much. Like
I have to, but if man, you wouldn't have wanted to know me back then, is I wasn't a good person.
And, hey, man, we all have pasts. We all have pasts, and that's what it is. It's a past. Yeah. We've all made mistakes. I don't care if you're a trucker or a non-trucker. We've all made mistakes in life, good and bad. And what matters is character. Who are you today?
Yeah, that's right.
That's what freaking matters. Cassius King has got a question. He said, Do reefer truckers stay in hotels every night?
I guess you got to make the big bucks for that, right?
Oh shit, bro! I don't even want to know what my bill is. Like, it's the first of the month today, so I was doing all my business stuff before I went out to lunch and paying bills and crap like that, and I just thought, holy crap! Like, I don't even want to know what this 10-day vacation is going to cost me. But I think this is good. Come on with it says, having a good mentor is critical for being successful. This probably applies to most careers. Come on with it. That is a very true statement. Thank you for not making a joke out of it, because it's the truth. And it's cool to hear that one of your mentors is Cassius King, or like via the internet, Cassius King is one of your mentors, because he's one of mine too. You know, I stumbled across a guy that said he was from Minnesota, but sounded like he was somewhere from the South. And I was like, this dude ain't from Minnesota. Like, I'm from Minnesota. And I started watching him, and it ignited that fire again I had to become an owner operator. And I owe a great deal of my success to, I know he's in here and it sucks to say, like, I owe a great deal of my success to him, DIY, and a couple other people, one of them including my wife and my mother and father. So let's talk about that real quick. Do you have a family?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I'm not married, but
well, you don't have to be married to have I'm not saying this, like, you have somebody that you love, somebody that loves you, and I don't care if you're married or not, but like, how do they feel about the career path you chose?
They're with me on it. They're supportive. They get it. They know. They know where I was, 5 years ago and where I am today, and they're down.
Yeah. Isn't that such a rewarding feeling? Knowing that your partner at home has got your back?
Yeah.
I agree with that. Hold on one second. Doc Holliday says, one time I bought a new truck that cost me 24% interest. I paid that off quick. You're not stupid for your business sense. Hold on. Did I read that right? You're not stupid for your business sense. No, I don't believe in paying high interest rates. I would have paid that off as quick as I could as well. Cassius King says, here we go. I think fate is at home, and that's a hotel green screen. Oh, Cash, do I wish I was at home. I wish I was where you are right now, Cash. But yeah, so what would you say So you started out hauling reefers. So reefers all you know, right?
Yep.
What would your time hauling reefer, 4 years, almost 4 years now, what would you say is the biggest downside to being a reefer hauler?
For me, the biggest downside, I guess, is just you have no schedule. It's just every single day is completely different, you know.
I agree
I
100%
mean,
with that.
and sitting in the dock door for way too long
Yeah.
for no reason.
Uh-huh. Are you
Yeah.
able to do you take advantage of that time though? Like I've been there with you, man. I've sat in dock doors for 10 hours before,
Yep.
sometimes even longer. Do you try and take advantage of that time? And what I mean by that is whether you cook in your own truck or catch up on paperwork or take a nap, or are you somebody that sits in that driver's seat and stews over the fact that you don't understand why something isn't happening?
No. No, I take full advantage of it. Normally, the first thing I do is clean the truck. I always clean the inside of my truck every day, 2 or 3 times a day. Paperwork, nap, video calling, family. Yeah, I make good use of my time.
Yeah, I try and do the same thing. I do get frustrated sometimes, and I'll get out and walk in somewhere and be like, "Hey, I have 4 pallets. Why have I been here 7 hours?" You know,
Yeah.
like, I'm very professional about it, though. So, quick question:
Okay.
flip flops, Crocs, tennis shoes, or boots?
Flip flops all day.
Flip flops all day.
No, I wear tennis shoes. You know, I don't wear boots or nothing like that. I
Yeah.
wear flops in the shower, of course. You know, I don't want pregnant feet and whatnot. But but no flops for me. Just in the shower. Did you freeze up or did I freeze up? Uh-oh. I think he's froze up. Now I know how you feel when Cash freezes up. I think the storm's got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Is this me or you? Are you back?
I wear
No?
I wear shoes probably 80%.
Um, so everybody, I believe he's gone. Yep. Okay.
I think we
Take the reins, Ems.
both did.
You're breaking up. I think the storm is about to swallow you up. Nomadic Brit. The Brits have arrived.
Am I back?
Are you're back?
Am I back?
Or you thought you was? Okay, I think you are.
I'm short
I
circuiting here. I don't know. I
yeah.
don't know what's going on.
There you go. I believe you're good now.
All
Is the
right.
storm about to
This,
swallow you up?
yeah, it's getting kind of sketchy out there, and it's gonna suck because I'll probably have to end this. But yeah, I see Nomadic Brit stopped in. Thanks for taking control for a minute. Um, no, this is definitely interesting, man, because I like different perspectives. You know what I mean? And I think sometimes I get wrapped up in the way I do things and think like it's the only way to do it. You know what I mean? Where
Yeah.
it's not the only way to do it. And you're a great example of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So let's talk a little bit. Your lease purchase, the Kenworth T680. When it comes to maintenance, do they have a shop you can bring it to, or can you bring the truck to a Kenworth dealership? What's the deal?
I do whatever I want with it. If I want to choose one of their terminals, which I have two that I like, number one being the Columbus, Ohio, and Toma, Wisconsin. If I can't get in there, then I can take it to a dealer or whatever. I do some of the stuff myself. You know, they don't care.
That's
It's
awesome.
like, yeah, I can do whatever they, like they said, I could do basically whatever I wanted to the truck as long as I don't destroy it and void the warranty. It's
No.
all you.
Nice. See, that's a different approach than some lease purchase companies take, where they require you to go to certain shops. They require you to put certain types of tires on your truck, and the list goes on and on. And the fact that you have a little bit of freedom in choosing what you want to do to your truck that you are paying for is a big plus. That's a big plus.
Yeah, it helps. That's for sure.
Yeah. Nomadic Brit thinks you're pretty cool. He must be drunk.
I think Britt's. I thought. Okay, well, I was gonna say I think Britt's pretty cool too. But if he has to be drunk to think I'm cool, then maybe I should reconsider.
No, I'm just saying that. I got a thing with
No, I was listening to him and what's that one dude's name? James Best. I was listening to him and some others last night, man, and I had to get off the road. I was laughing so hard, man.
Yeah,
I thought I was going to puke. I was crying.
that was on Wheel Burner Express's channel.
Yeah, it was on Wheel Burner. That's right.
Yeah,
But
that was on
yeah,
Wheel Burner. There was
you listening to that too?
There was two Brit. I can't listen to people that like talk about doing stuff to toads and things like that.
I was at the very end, like the last hour, I believe it was, maybe an hour and a half.
Brit gets to a point where his English sounds more like Swahili than actual English.
Oh man,
he's gonna call me now or yell at me or do something. He'll do
Brit,
something.
you're cool too, man. You had me cracking up last night.
Oh, yeah. Brit did?
Yeah.
Brit had me laughing too. So yeah, he's dropping some comments. People, I follow him, so everyone should just saying. There we go. That's part of that British English I'm talking about. I follow him, so everyone should just saying.
I think I get what he's saying. He's saying I follow him, so everybody else should, just saying.
Okay. All right. Yeah, see, you got it.
It's hard to take text and read it the way that they're trying to make it sound, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, what'd I say? He was going to start texting me. I'm texting him back. You're all good, man.
Oh, I got to ask you, though. Did you ever try the tinfoil trick?
I did not.
No.
I did not. I didn't. What he's referring to, you know what? I'll talk about this a little bit because I bought this new to me, International LT that has that front-facing radar. And the only thing I don't like about it is when you get into snow and heavy rains, it's mainly snow and ice, it blocks that front radar. So like you get a check engine light and it beeps at you telling you the front radar is locked. You'll lose cruise control, which if it's icy, you shouldn't be in cruise control anyways. And Trucking with MC kind of told me a little trick. on how to, I'm not going to say disable the radar, but have it stop going out on me. The thing that I thought of trucking with MC, I'll be honest with you, is what if I was to get into an accident and they found out that I covered that radar? You know what I mean? Like I think I'm disabling like a safety feature, which I'm not saying is a good safety feature, because the other, like 2 weeks ago when I had a truck, I was on interstate, or I was on the toll road 80 going through Ohio, and the truck freaking locked up on me, dude. Like I was going 66 miles an hour, clear day, only one on the road, and the freaking truck locked up on me. Scared the crap out of me. Scared the crap out of me. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Man.
I didn't see a bird or anything fly by. Let me go grab something to drink. Hold on a second.
Yeah, that's what I just had to do. Grab a water.
I grabbed my Gatorade.
Yeah, that happened to me, not in this truck, because the day that I moved in, I fixed it. Just put it that way. But in the truck that I was in before this one, it did that one time. I was on 65 southbound. I had just got off of the 94 or the 294 there out of Chicago. Got on 65 south, and right where you would get off for US 30. I had a car come across, and it made the truck lock up, and the truck behind me about hit me. Dude, I was scared to death. I didn't know what had happened. And I found out it was that stupid radar. So I'm like, man, this has got to go. So I figured that out real quick. I tried something else first, and it didn't work. And then I just tried the tinfoil, and it worked just fine. So I can still use cruise control, all that good stuff. It works just fine. Uh-oh. Are you freezing up again? Yep, I believe he is. Frey is a good chap. Yep, folks, he's froze up again. It must be getting bad up there. Well, this is awkward. Come on with it. Not necessarily wrap it. Basically, like,
Can you hear me?
I hear you now, yeah. So
I think I'm gonna
basically
have to
like a
end this
piece of
game.
tinfoil about that big, about as big as your hand. Come on with it was asking if I wrap it. And I was telling him no, that I don't wrap it. I just, a piece of foil about as big as your hand. I double it up, and then I take what is that? That black Gorilla tape, and I just put it on there, and it stays on there, and it works.
Yeah. Hey, man, my internet's so choppy right now that I want to keep this going, but it's not going to be fun for the masses, the whole, however many people are in here, with me not being able to keep internet connection. So I think I'm going to end the stream now, if that's okay with you.
That's fine. We can pick up tomorrow if you want to and finish or whatever.
Yeah. What's your schedule like tomorrow?
I'll probably be up, let's see, around, I don't know, around noon. anytime around noon or after, whenever you want to, whenever you're good.
All right, yeah, let's do this again tomorrow. Real quick, I appreciate everybody stopping in here tonight. My internet through the hotel and my phone's hotspot for some reason is just being a pile of crap. So I'm gonna jump off. Really nice having you, man.
Yeah. Hey, I appreciate you bringing me on. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I'll try this. I'll try this for like 5 more minutes because I gotta bring them in.
I'll sort it out. God damn.
Oh, there it
I
is.
tell you, you got some. That Wi-Fi sucks. It absolutely sucks.
Are you just gonna yell at me and scream nonsense and I can't understand what you're saying?
Yeah. Heck yeah. I'm gonna do it.
Hey, at least he's honest about it.
Hold on. Let me turn my phone.
Look,
Is
shut
that
the
too
camera
dark?
off. Yeah, we can't see you, Britt. It's too dark.
Did he go? There he is.
Here I am. I'm trying to turn it sideways. That's better.
Yeah, I was just saying. You don't have
That's
to.
what's wrong with mine.
Yeah. Just I'll sort it out, guys. Let this old guy come in. I'll sort you chaps out. Just turn your phone sideways, and everybody. Can
I had
see
mine
everything.
in the mount.
Here's the thing, Britt. My internet is really shaky, and I just wanted to say hi to you when I saw you coming in the background. I was just getting ready to end it, so
You tart. Really?
I
You're gonna
know.
end it now?
But here's the thing. I hear a quarter of what you guys say, and then I freeze up. It's not fun.
Oh my goodness! Really? You're gonna go down that route?
Well, like right now, he rolls up on me.
It's probably
Well,
just
just-
because you have me on here.
No,
I'm probably
no,
bringing bad luck.
no. Scott's just got crap connection. It is what it is. He's being Jewish. He's got crap. He's being a Timothy tight ass.
Hold on, Brett. Don't say certain things, brother.
What?
I said don't say certain things.
Well, like fake.
Like you call whatever. I'm not.
Oh my god! In England, that's just normal. That's the way we talk.
I get it.
Okay, but who came first, the British or the Americans? Right. So just deal with it, young sir.
Oh god. But like it's almost midnight where I am. I'm freaking tired, and like I said, my internet keeps going in and out. We can do this tomorrow. I am all about I have nothing better to do.
Right.
What time tomorrow? Because I got to knock out 500 miles tomorrow plus an offload. So what time are you going to go live tomorrow?
Oh, you're putting me on the spot, Britt. I don't know. We can all communicate. I mean, I know how to get a hold of both of you.
Yeah.
So
paper cup and string.
Breaker 19, come back.
Yeah. All this technology stuff blows my mind. So
yeah.
I got
all right.
582
Anyway,
to do tomorrow.
I'll let you two go because I just thought I'd come in just like upset your live and stuff like that. But
You don't upset my live, Britt.
That's a nice shirt, man.
T-shirt.
Is that the American Red Cross?
No, it's you tart. You
American
tart.
Red
I
Cross.
can't believe you just said that. Damn it, boy. Anyway, I'm going, but good to see you anyway. So
You too, Britt. I'll text you tomorrow.
all right, latest.
All right. Yeah,
Later, man.
I'm not lying. I am gonna bounce off because I think the connection will last for a little bit and then leave. So
Yeah. That
I'll get a hold
storm's
of you
got you,
tomorrow,
man.
too. What?
I said that storm has got you.
Yeah. I'll get a hold of you tomorrow too, man.
Okay. All right. Everybody be good. Be safe.
I appreciate your time. I appreciate you answering some of my questions.
No problem, man. No problem. I'm an open book.
All right. You take it easy. Good night, everybody.
Yep.